guys are so fun.
What a nice way to kick off the week.
No, I like it. Can I just take you guys with me?
That would be theft. And then you're
And kidnapping.
And Dee Dee, the woman you play on the show, would have to arrest them.
Yes.
Or you arrest yourself.
Yes.
So let's talk about Rush Hour. How did you come to do this?
Well, I had worked on CBS before with Dennis Quaid, actually, on a show called Vegas. And I had worked with Warner Brothers before on the George Lopez show, so both CBS and Warner Brothers were familiar with me. And once I saw the team of Brett Ratner, who was part of the original Rush Hour franchises, and Bill Lawrence, who created Scrubs, Cougar City, Spin City, I loved it. And so I said yes, and I think it's rare to find a show where as an actor you can do martial arts, a little comedy, and a little drama. And so I loved it, and I said yes, and it's been a blast.
And speaking of martial arts, your character does do some pretty badass physical stuff in the show. So how do you get ready for that?
I train with my co-star, John Fu, who has been doing martial arts since he was 5 years old. He specializes in Muay Thai and Wushu. And a little history lesson, Wushu is more of a balletic form of Kung Fu. So back in the day, everybody knew Kung Fu, and then eventually the emperor was like, that's not cool. I don't want everyone knowing Kung Fu. So the soldiers secretly continued learning Kung Fu, but made it a little bit more graceful and balletic, and that became Wushu. And then Muay Thai is boxing and more aggressive. So I train for about 4 hours every Monday with him, and we have a great stunt coordinator, and it's really fun. I was a little bit of a squeaky wheel. Like, I know it's Rush Hour, I know Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan, but what about Hunger Games and Star Wars? I'm like, what about the girls kicking some butt? So they were great, and I went from answering phones on the show to squeezing Chinese mafia ballsack.
And you were a dancer starting out, so before you switched to acting. So I'm sure that helps you with that's my version of martial arts.
That was excellent, that was excellent.
I'm like a pink belt.
Yeah, I started out as I'm from Chicago. I started out as a ballet dancer as a kid, and one thing led to another. I wasn't the cutest kid at all. My mom had a friend who was an agent who was like, you should really get her into acting. And my mom was like, but she's not that cute. She's like, what a personality. Very funny, but not so much pretty. And then they needed a dancer for a commercial, and my mom was like, that she can do. And yeah, I just started doing commercials with Michael Jordan and Sammy Sosa in Chicago. But dancing has been like the best way, I think, to kind of stay in shape and segue into martial arts.
Just have the confidence in your own body, I assume, especially on a show like this.
Yeah, there's not a lot of girls on the show, and I feel like I do all my own stunts. And I didn't think I was gonna get the slow motion, but on last week's episode, I do a slow motion fan kick in like 4-inch heels, and it's just fun. I think it's good. I think for girls to see girls who are athletic, but also professional and smart, and I love it. It's so fun. It's a total boys club. My shirts are way too low cut. I don't know any detective that has that much cleavage, but it's TV. That's how we